Settling gently to the floor, she flipped her visor and smiled at X. Joy in her grin told him Cruz and Tony hadn't disobeyed the order to keep quiet. The other teams still didn't know about Ares. The divers circled around X, Tony, and Cruz. Katrina shucked off her helmet and brushed her cropped brown hair from her face. Her lips slowly relaxed into a thin line. X waited till he had everyone's attention. When all eyes were on him, he said, "A few minutes ago I was informed that we have arrived over the eastern outskirts of Hades." At the news, all trace of civility disappeared in an instant, and the room erupted into chaos. Magnolia shouted the loudest, "What the hell are we doing there?" This got X a smirk from Cruz. "Calm down," X said. "Everyone just calm the fuck down." The shouts dwindled into chatter and eventually silence. Captain Ash received an SOS from Ares. Details are still sketchy, but what we do know is their ship was damaged in an electrical storm. Captain Willis came here to attempt a salvage job. He deployed a team to the surface. "They sent a team down there?" Murph gasped. Several other divers shouted more questions while Katrina just bowed her head at the news. Murph scratched at his cheek, and even Sam couldn't hide the fear behind it.
They're like saying what they're calling Project 2025, saying people are up and ready to leave the fucking country. It says in the notes, many request anybody else creating evacuation plans in the event Project 2025 becomes successful. Then it says in the actual explanation, many people are concerned about Project 2025 and are making evacuation plans, but several commenters are unable to leave due to financial restraints, disabilities, or visa restrictions. A few people have started repairing or renovating campers. And I don't understand why people are saying that.
Are they saying if Biden wins or?
No, because Biden, no, Connor's right on this aspect, Steven. Because if Biden wins, he's gonna die. He's literally gonna die of fucking Alzheimer's. And then we have Kamala Harris, that's good for us. She might legalize fucking pot. If we get Trump, like, I fully believe that we are fucked.
Project 2025 is like some legitimate crazy shit.
Be serious.
What's Project?
What is Project 25?
Building now for conservative victory through policy, personnel training.
What the fuck, militia?
Now, no, it's political. It's weird. They basically want to change laws to make it more conservative. So
Like a bunch of Christians and religious people? I thought it was the opposite, like nuts, like crazy nuts. I mean, it is crazy people, like the opposite, like survivors. What do you mean by right wingers? Trumpers. You're on for Trumpers? I was gonna ask her, like I did my mom about the debate. My mom will talk to me about it. I'm not asking your mom. But that was the worst debate I've ever seen in my entire life. I need to watch the rest of it.
Let
me show you.
These are options for us to find if they range psychopaths. The other is a self-defense.
It was 30 years ago. What? Huh? I think I know what show it is.
Hey Siri, how did the show The Dinosaurs end?
Okay, so somewhere like Russia, that's communism, right? So how do they decide who the fuck is gonna be their leader? But they pick him, right? They don't vote. You just go up like, okay, I'm clicking Putin. Good thing I don't have no other option.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's one of the most fucked up things. Like, they're all like fucking starving so bad over there, and they have legalized weed. It sucks so bad to smoke weed when you're hungry. They have weed there, like out rampant, like out wild, and they're too hungry to fucking smoke it. Oh, they can eat it, I guess. But that movie, The Interview, like that got me. I always thought they were joking when they said that he created like fake grocery stores and fake shit like that. They are very strict. Like, they don't want you to see their fucking country and the fucked up things they're doing. You have to have a special like pass to be able to even go there, don't you? And then they only have beaches. There's only certain places and beaches tourists or non-civilians can go. If you go beyond that, you're not going to be fucking shot. You're going to prison.
Cars beneath them. Tripping over some hidden obstacle beneath the snow, he lost his balance and stumbled. He leaped back up to his feet and made a final dash toward the vehicles and away from the horrifying shrieks. His only wisp of a chance was to lure the sirens away from the buildings, find a vehicle to hide in, and then double back to grab some heavy weapons. That would give him a chance to fight his way into the warehouse and get the cells and pressure valves. If he survived that, he would deploy them and himself back to Ares and the crate. There was a plan. Admittedly a crazy one, but it was the best he could come up with. A half-baked plan, adrenaline, the desperation of a father trying to get home to his family were all he had in this moment to keep it moving. Hazy lightning gloomed through the clouds, and the roar of thunder gave a brief reprieve from the shrieks behind him. He darted another glance over his shoulder, and this time he saw them. They came bounding over the snow on all fours, heads tucked down between bony shoulders, dorsal fins waving back and forth as they hurtled forward. They were fast, and they were gaining. He had to get away from those awful teeth and talons. Swiping away the grit that had collected on his visor, he pounded toward the snow-covered vehicles. Most of them were completely buried, but the wind had eaten away the drifts on a few, exposing doors and broken windows. The boom of thunder seemed to come from all directions, as if the storm itself, swirling above Hades, were alive. He flinched at the raucous boom and the horrible squalls that followed. Reaching the road, he found firmer footing, then slid on both knees to a half-buried vehicle. He pawed through an open window framed with crusted snow, climbed inside, and flattened out on the seat. A barrage of thunder rang out over Hades. The reverberations shook the rusted vehicle, and flakes of snow rained down from the roof. But meanwhile, the sounds of the monsters grew strangely fainter. At first, Weaver thought it was the storm masking their cries, but when he slowly raised his helmet to peek out the window, he saw them galloping away from the road, kicking